Howdy, folks, and welcome back to Fate Extra CCC. It's been a hot minute since I've played and uploaded. About a week or so, I don't remember exactly, but we'll be getting right back into it. Okay, first off, our current goal is to go to the labyrinth. I think last time we went to the labyrinth for the first time, the Sakura labyrinth, we got some experience and we got to level 2. Saber leveled up. Oh yeah, we got the attack skill, Rosa Ictus. And then we came back and, oh yeah, we ran into Rin along with a pink lancer. And then they started arguing, so we were able to escape. Because we were level 2, and so they're too strong for us right now. Since Rin actually has magic and stuff, so she can power up her servants well. Kishinami, does it hurt anywhere? Me? No, it shouldn't have said this. This boost to my analytic functions actually have me feeling in tip-top shape. Oh yeah, so we found a big old wall, a blue wall with a gold lock in the middle of it. And then we ran into Rin and Lancer. And then we escaped from them, and then we came back, and we didn't know what to do, but then we talked to Kiara Sesuin, who gave us a technique, the 5 meditations, I think. And she imparted part of it to me and part of it to Sakura here, and it should allow us to dive into a girl's mind and be able to unveil her secrets, or something. And so that's why I search for Rin's secret in the Sakura labyrinth. That's our next objective. Come on, hurry now. I hear that if you stop moving, your youth will pass by in a flash. That Julius. What a stubborn man. I already had an inkling that he was so, but it turned out to be more than I expected. Still, a technique deduces the secrets of the mind and reveals them, huh? If it gets rid of the wall guarding a person's mind, then that means trespassing on another person's core. Sesuin called it a medicine. I think this sort of thing shouldn't be called a vaccine, it should be called a virus. Yeah, so Sakura updated a bit. Now we leave. Thank you very much, Kishinami. I gotta do the X until you stop liking me. I was on the verge of leaving the student council room when Sakura abruptly thanked me. The others and I looked at Sakura in surprise after hearing her unprefaced remark. I asked her why she was thanking me. Then, I'm not sure. For some reason, I thought that I just had to thank you. I'm sorry. As I thought, it looks like this new software has destabilized my emotion values a little bit. Please be careful out there. Be sure to come back without a scratch. Oh yeah, lately I've been watching this other Fate YouTuber. Well, I watched him a decent bit back in the day, but recently I've gotten back into watching his videos, Tanner of the North. And yeah, he, a few months back, did an Fate Extra CCC playthrough. Asking about my destabilized emotional values. Thank you for your concern. There's no need to worry. Since my optimization program is running, I'll adapt to the changes soon enough. While we're installing new software, this sort of thing happens more often than you think. Yeah, so I've been watching some of his stuff lately. And yeah, the NPCs don't generally change dialogue around once per chapter. Or if there's like a big event that happens that affects the school in some way, then they'll change dialogue to reflect that event going on, but then they'll go back to normal or whatever. But the masters do change dialogue. Hi. We're going to the arena, the Sakura labyrinth. We're able to go into its Scholiard's territory. Oh, yeah, well, I knew that stuff already. So yeah, I've been watching some of that guy's videos, plus I have been playing another game in my own time, Fate Samurai Remnant. I've been playing the Nintendo Switch version, and I got my first ending in the game finally. It had been about a year or so since I last picked it up. It was like late 2023 that I was playing it first, and so yeah, it's been a while. But I was able to get back into the controls pretty quickly and able to recap on the story. Oh, there's a guy. I'm pretty sure this man is, oh yeah, a Holy Grail War managerial NPC. So why is he tending the commissary? You don't seem to agree with this arrangement. Even I can understand that sentiment. We very much think alike, you see. It appears that not only have the masters been dragged into this affair, but some managerial NPCs as well. When that happened, my original duty, role, was overwritten. I was given this, as you can see, commissary clerk. My goodness, I am quite elated. That should suffice for you, yes? A managerial NPC whose duty, role, was overwritten. So does this mean that every other human in this school who's not a master, is an NPC, was dragged into this whole thing? For the most part, yes. Some are managerial NPCs, while others may have been NPCs who were already in this whole school from the start. Those original NPCs seem to be duped images of former masters, but in effect, merely virtual, similar to students from the preliminaries. I see. Now I understand what happened, but still, knowing this priestess here is extremely discomforting while the same. Please get used to that discomfort. I am obsessive and a perfectionist, as you can see. Now, I aim to become the strongest clerk. This must be vexing for you. Well then, from now on, please be sure to support me with your patronage. Access to the commissary granted. Access to map jump granted. You can make access via the square button. So now we can teleport. School building first floor, second floor, schoolyard, my room, and student council room. Welcome to the school store. Something I do miss is the commissary in the first game. In Helm, Money Conquers All. Welcome to the Skumihara Academy Commissary. So we can speak about items. The yakisoba bread will restore Master's MP. Curry bread, Master MP. Ether powder, restore a minuscule amount of a servant's HP. And Ether Shard, a small amount of servant HP. And Return Crystal, used to escape from the labyrinth back to the old campus. And Classic Sailor Uniform. Sugumihara Academy's classic girls' uniform. 98,000 Sakura Met. Well, also, long gone are the days of Puppeteer, the old currency. Now we have SN, the new currency. We got some SN, and we can also buy Mystic Codes, aka formal wear. Red and white headband, increase MP by 60. A headband with a front is red and the back is white. I feel more tense when I put it on. So yeah, we are broke right now, and we will not be buying that school uniform because it affects certain things. It's very important whether or not you buy it, and we will not be buying it. Written here is a list of goods. Quality sold out of Mega Hot Mapo Tofu. It's a very unique commissary. And yeah, this girl was talking about how there was nobody at the shop before, so now that there is somebody, her dialogue has changed. Ether shards can heal the servant's wounds. It's the number one item you'll always want to have on hand. Okay. And we have Goto.
I'm a watching, Kay. I bet you can summon that breath.
I gotta get back into the voices. It's been a minute. We should be able to talk to Kiara, and then check the library, and then go to our room, and then go to the arena, the labyrinth.
How very regrettable. The human heart has become a labyrinth wall. They'll only get hurt that way. They'll certainly be a sturdy bulwark, I am reluctant to approve of it, for the heart must be handled much more carefully.
Okay, same dialogue. Okay. We'll generally want to check the library every time we come back to school, because sometimes we already read the surface books on all these shelves when we were first investigating, but sometimes there'll be a yellow text box that shows up where there's a dot 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 or question mark or something, and that'll show that there's a specific book that we want to look at that will trigger a special event or give us more information on a certain character. So first, let's go to Student Council. What are you up to, Gato? You're praising God. Great for you. Now we'll go to our room, or I'm sorry, my room, in all caps. Yeah. Access to information matrix granted. First, we'll speak with Saber. All things considered, we have been dragged into rather strange events. Who would have known a place like the far side of the moon existed? Well, if I think of it as gazing at Diana's back, it is all right. Good, rather. The smooth, white back of beauty is richer than gold. You too should be feeling carefree as that. Fretting about this and that over your memory will bring you naught. The path we both walked down has disappeared. However, that too is but a temporary thing. I am your sword, you are my life. Even if we lose our memories, these truths do not change, you see. I will return you to the near side of the moon, and then we shall seize victory in the Holy Grail War. Nothing left to worry over, right? Good. You and I are not in our greatest condition, it seems. Let us abstain from fighting recklessly, Praetor. Information matrix. So this is basically the same as from the first game, except we only access it from my room, because there's a new version of the information matrix that we can access from the regular menu now, where the old matrix was. But the classic matrix is still here. Lancer and Anderson. Lancer. Class Lancer, Master Rinto Saka. And no other info. Anderson. Yeah, I didn't remember whether or not we have seen him yet, because he's not hanging around right now. I know he gets introduced at some point, but I didn't remember if we saw him last episode or not. Class Caster. Name Hans Christian Andersen. Master Kiara Sesuin. Keyword 3 great authors. 3 great authors of fairy tales known the world over. Grimm, Aesop, Andersen. Okay. The Grimm brothers, Aesop's Fables, and Hans Christian Andersen. And among them, he is the only one who wrote his original works. Whereas others were collectors and editors who compiled folklore, legends, and the like, he's the only one who made new stories as an author in the true sense of the word. Such masterpieces include The Little Match Girl, The Little Mermaid, The Emperor's New Clothes, The Snow Queen, The Ugly Duckling, as well as others. In addition, it's said that the model for the girl in The Little Match Girl was Andersen's mother, who, though poor, worked without pause to send Andersen through higher-level education and left the world having never once experienced pleasure. Don't you just hate it when someone has a dead mom? If the mom was a good person, obviously. Most of the time we can assume so. Don't you just hate dead moms and dead dads? The arena, you mean the Sakura Labyrinth? When you're in the Labyrinth, you want to use items, press the square button. Go to your code cast, try it out. Man. Okay, now we make a save in a new slot. And we go to Arena, first floor. Sentinel, Rin Tosaka. Player 1, 401. Dungeon level 4. So yeah, that's saying that the enemies around here are level 4. And two important things in this one. First is that we do not get a little thing at the end of every day that tells us how much of the arena and how many treasures we gathered. In Fate Extra, we got a little percentage at the end of each day. So like, re-entry into the labyrinth confirmed. Rin's signal is moving further inside. Be prudent in your exploration. Let us aim to reach the barrier from last time for now. But yeah, so we had an end of day thing that like said what information we got, how much of the arena we explored, but this one does not have that, so you do not have to explore every square inch of the arena. You still want to do so for the most part to get treasures and stuff, but yeah, just, you don't have to. There are some servant achievements, I believe, that still. Praetor, your orders. Think carefully about your orders. Speaking of which, I'll be back in just a second. Okay. I checked, and yeah, I'm not seeing anything about servant achievements in this game. I know that they exist because I've gotten them and I've seen YouTube guy get them too, but it seems like they aren't easily documented. Well, they aren't super well documented at least. They also might be generic achievements that simply each servant gives different dialogue for. I'm unclear if these guys are just still doing one thing at a time. It seems like they are, though. That'll be bump on the head. I got big guy. Dogma. It's so nice to be going to, from the beginning to end of the game, going from doing like 15 damage to like 5,000 damage per hit. With regular hits, you'll only really be going like 500 to 700 or so at most, I'd say. But still, it's good. Level 3. Oh, and in this game, I think you get all your HP and MP back when you level up. But anyways, here's the shield from last time. The shield from yesterday. According to Kiara, this is Rin's mental ball. I tried pushing on it, but it wouldn't budge. Like I thought, I need to locate this inner workings of Rin's heart thing. Luckily, the labyrinth doesn't end here. I should start by walking around where I can. A mind-numbing scarlet fragrance. Praetor, be cautious. Something wicked seems to lie before us. Sakura, please scan that building. Can you ascertain anything? The thing is, that building alone is difficult to scan. That structure is different from the rest, as it looks extended out from behind. That sounds more than suspicious. Rin and Lancer's secret room, maybe? To break through that shield, Rin's secrets are necessary. That's what Kiara said. It would be great if that building held a clue. Yes, I would like more information, even just a crumb of it. Please investigate Hakuno. But be very careful. You never know when Miss Tosaka and Lancer may try to start a fight. Got the banger music. Got another Dogma. I think these guys are pretty simple so far. They do a 3-hit combo and they repeat it for the second half. To make up 6 actions total. Please wait before going ahead. Please investigate the building in front of you. I will try to go to the side a little bit, but they want us going right up here. Search. We can go in just fine, looks like. moment I entered that area, a chill ran up my spine. Splattered across the chamber, crimson. Dripping from wall-affixed bodies, crimson. Gradually pooling on the floor, crimson. A surface of crimson. A surface of anguish. The surface of a sanguine prison not of this world. On the opposite side were the figures of people, sewn to the wall like insect specimens. Blood gushed from the pierced scars on their sides, shoulders, and arms.
How awful.
Can you tear down that wall, Akana? Little Frank, huh? Figures. Only the arena administrator can. At a glance, they appear to be human, but... Sakura, which are they? NPCs or masters?
Both. They're probably just like you are. Cyberframes captured from the near side. I would assume that those people were unable to escape the old school building and taken prisoner in the labyrinth.
No way. Does that mean if we had slipped up even once, we would have ended up as one of them? Ooh, I was so sleepy, tired of someone there. They're still conscious. These people with their blood running out are still alive. Oh yeah, when they say, is it masters and NPCs, and then Sakura says both, she means that some of them are masters and some of them are NPCs. So like both types are here. Yeah, they're still alive, but bleeding out.
It's too early to be rejoicing, Praetor. They're definitely alive, yet that makes his conduct all the more cruel.
Saber is staring morosely at these pinned people. Still, they're alive. Maybe I can't save them right now, but if I can find a way to later...
Give it back. Please, no more. I'll stay here forever. Just give. Come on, please, give it back. Give it back. Give it back, give it back. Bye. Give me back my abilities.
So that's how it is. The NPCs had their blood, their data extracted as far as their self-restoration can handle. The masters are having their magic circuits extracted, the very quality that makes up a wizard's natural-born talent. The reverse of a designer baby. In this room, geniuses are physically turned into comic folk. In the past, I fought against a servant with a similar skill. With territory creation and an A-rank equivalent to torturing skill, it was a servant specialized in killing, not combat. Kishinami, no need to stick around. There's no saving these captured masters. Hurry on ahead before they drag you down with them. Release's instructions were cold-hearted, but didn't say them with cruelty. Maybe it's just my imagination, but he's acting like he's genuinely concerned about what happened with Kishinami. But beyond the window, more unnamed masters are weeping. While wholly skewered by a lance-shaped object, a young man, a former master, continues wailing. He called out for his proof as a wizard, to get back his power to move freely in the cyberspace, what could be called the basis of his existence, his privilege. I was naive in my understanding. I still wasn't considering Rin, the self-proclaimed castle lord, as our enemy. But this carnage is far too inhumane. As a master, I still have yet to regain my self-awareness, my strength, and even my memory. However, I at least understand this. I must not give this carnage a pass. Even if Rin is my opponent, I have to face her head-on.
Yes, that is what defines you, Praetor. You may have lost your memories, but the luster of your spirit has not dulled. Your rage is like a blue flame. In your battle with that girl, unleash that rage as a conflagration.
Saber's voice loosens my strained mind. I slowly take a deep breath. Believing my resolve as it is, I relax my entirely strained body. Even if it only takes its anger or justice stuff to harden my heart, my body remembers how to be satisfied without fighting. Don't make me repeat our instructions. What good will it do to stick around? If you really want to save them, find the source of all this. Julius is right. I turn my back to the carnage and walk out, just like when I was in that blackened school. Sorry for that, I have trouble speaking sometimes. Okay, Akana, what do you think of this torture chamber? Do you think it's what Kiara was talking about? Is it Miss Tosaka's secret, which would need to open up that shield? No, I don't think so. I don't think this torture chamber is a secret of Rin's. Rin Tosaka is definitely a danger to be around, but she was never one to do something so evil as this. My memories may be fragmented, but I'm sure that I'm not wrong in that. Probably. Yes, I feel the same way. Since we're talking about Miss Tosaka's secrets, they must be much more amusing than this. Her secrets should be in other places. Let's start by checking every nook and cranny of this floor. Let's see if we investigate again. Takano, I understand how you feel. However, we have no way of saving them right now. Please bear with it and hurry ahead. Lee was right. I can't help anyone by standing here. I need to focus on what I can do. What I can do is jump. Wrong button. Yeah, we walk. And this guy. I think something like this. Ah, they're doing break, guard. Fancy. Mixing it up on me. I see it this time, though. Yeah, these guys seem to like doing break, and then something. Or something, and then break. Oh, here's Rin. Dang it. I've gone and done something horrible and stupid. The last thing I should have done is let Kishinami see such a disgraceful sight. Is that Rin? She's facing the setting sun and appears to be swooning in pain. We stayed in our guard as we stepped forward. Rin noticed us soon after and turned around. Kishinami? When did you trespass here? I really can't afford to take my eyes off you for a second. I'll kick you out of the labyrinth right now. Please be careful, Kishinami. A servant is not detected? What? You're all sad, looking disappointed. I'm the Queen of the Moon. I don't deal with insects like you myself. So, I'm not going easy on you or anything. Well, how very interesting. However, it appears that this thing intends to defend the labyrinth. Ready yourself, Master. I don't see the performance ending on an interesting note. Staccato. We'll start normal, and then we'll use some ether shard. We'll do attack, guard. Oh, it's using a skill. Deadline. Attack. Guard. Break. Attack. Okay, it's doing break, attack, guard. Oh no, break, attack, guard, break, attack, attack. It's actually being complex. So I suppose I'll make this. Guard, attack, guard. And shard as well. Do it guarded, not great. Pavilion of Fallen Flowers, Roseicus. 56 damage. Yeah, not amazing, since we're so low level, but yeah. And we can only use it 3 times. Maybe guarded that time. We're doing decent. I'm gonna do that. Then guard. It's using skill again, deadline. Attack. We get it. Okay, then we get a triple. Extra turn. Pop it on the head. Hit it again. Now just one more good hit. Or 2 bad hits. Break. Guard, break, attack. Attack. Rosa this at the end there, just in case. Okay, we're good. bit more complex, and it was as a mini boss. We don't have any info on it, but we got level 4 magic crystal shard as well. Well done. You seem to have gotten accustomed to battling. The way Miss Tosak was acting just now, I think it was as if we had finally seized. I think it was as if we had finally seized her secret. No, just one thing. Didn't seem too easy. It was too unexpectedly out in the open to be her secret. Secrets might be like that more than you would expect. Although it's true we don't know enough to say for sure. Sakura, where do you sense Miss Tosak is right now? Sound of the wind have stopped with the shield. Presently I cannot measure beyond that. And briefly return to the shield. Let's gauge Miss Tosak and our next contact with her. Maybe we can expose her secret this time. Now that she's aware of us, it's possible that Miss Tosak may join up with Lancer. Hopefully we can catch up to her before that happens. And since we leveled up, we get everything back. HP, MP, all back. Item. Phoenix Scarf. We can equip that, we have 2 full wearers equipped at a time. So we have the Supreme Hard Badge, which boosts MP by 10, and then full back. And the Phoenix Scarf, which increases MP by 10, and lets us use Heal 16. Slightly increased Servant's HP, costs 30 MP. A stylish silk scarf adorned with the feathers of the mythical phoenix. So yeah, now we can heal with magic, both in battle and out of battle. And yeah, we are a bit broke though, so I don't want to be too much. Trust your anger to my blade. Lancer is close by. We'll take out little crystal guy here. Dogma balls. I'll move extra. And yeah, those guys do get good experience. Yeah. That cry came from down the corridor. No, I beg you, spare me. I won't run anymore. Please don't stab me with that. Anymore? Anymore, you say? Only humans get a second chance. Hey, pitiful little bunny. Just for you, I'll let you in on what words I hate the most. They're jailbreak, rebellion, sass. You, bunny, would have been fine just acting cutely like a bunny. But no, stop. I'll vanish this time, so... Huh? There's no way I'll allow for such a half-hearted ending. I won't let a sacrifice scamper away so easily. You're all cattle. Your fate is torment, a hell of blood levies, until I tire of it, get it? Then it's time to get back in your cage. Alongside loud laughter, the shrieking ceased. Unbefitting to the cyberspace was the smell of fresh blood. As we ran in, we saw the figure of that red Lancer. The owner of those shrieks was nowhere to be found. Maybe Lancer caused that person to be transported somewhere else. This Lancer playing solo. Where's Miss Tosaka? No signs of a master. It's your chance, Kishinami. Huh? Unexpected visitors while I was catching an escapee? Isn't little old me just so great and lucky? What? For suppressing the old talk? I am shocked. While exploring the lord of this castle, we were idle preparing the defenses. I support Saber's opinion. We were expecting Rin and Lancer to be waiting for us ready to go in the next encounter with them. This is pretty anticlimactic. What? You? Since you're talking, it's for etiquette, manners. Where do you think you are? Lancer points at us. This question seems to be for Hakano Kishinami rather than for Saber.
Excuse me, you with the plain face? Why aren't you speaking up? I addressed you with a question. Reply. I told you to reply. Don't ignore me. What, got something to say? Pessimist behavior is the owner's responsibility. Answer me already, you sniveling penguin master. Just what? What do you think this castle is?
Well, we were not to talk.
So I did. I definitely said so, yes.
Silence fell. Alright, let's take this opportunity to quickly retreat. We have the chance to take her on since Rin isn't here, but I'd prefer to have nothing to do with the servant if possible.
Huh? Are you brain dead or something? That was clearly just a figure of speech. Start talking! Stuff like banning talking is absurd no matter how you look at it, isn't it?
Now then, what to do? We've never dealt with this type of servant before. Should we trade blows with her or wait to see what happens? Our objective this time around is to observe and investigate Rintosa. That end, fighting won't add anything, but...
Enough. Though Rin said she won't allow me to kill the Jargler without permission, it's become too troublesome to follow. And also, what is this, the Jargler? What language is this? Is it a food, a place, an incantation, a pet name? Using such complicated words makes Rin a failure of an attendant. I'm so irritated I'll take it out on you two.
Jeez, this girl has such a short fuse. If you speak, she just flares up. If you're silent, she flares up. She's a ticking time bomb.
Praetor, get a hold of yourself. Do not be led astray by her words and actions. The commentary aside, that servant is truly powerful. Quite the spirited one, aren't you? You're not my type, but I've taken a liking to you, dead servant. I'll toy with you ever so gently, then kill you. Come this way. I'll send a third-rate servant like you straight into retirement. Praetor, your orders. Why not? You look delectable.
I love her bouncing.
Maybe I'll eviscerate you to paint my plate.
One-turn battle.
I can't resist playing with my food a little. Make sure to give me a nice scream, okay? You've got quite the discerning ears if you're asking to hear my beautiful voice. Unfortunately for you, they'll be the one singing tonight. Pretty cocky for a servant who lost all their levels. You'll just have to show me what an experienced servant like you can do.
So yeah. Because we're on the far side of the moon, in Bay Extra, when you had a servant battle in the arena, the Seraph would intervene after 3 turns, since it doesn't want you fighting outside of the elimination battle at the end of each week. But at CCC, since we're outside of the range of the Seraph and the Moon Cell, it means that there's no intervention. So instead, they have a new system of like X amount of turns battles, generally 1-turn battles, where you just have to survive for 1 singular turn. So we'll Rosa. We'll guard Rosa. Heal guard. Because yeah. Using an attack skill prevents the opponent from hitting you with a normal attack or break. They can still guard against your attack, but yeah. Although if the opponent also uses an attack skill, then both the attack skills happen still. Also, yeah, seems she likes doing break a lot, but we survived.
What's with you? How weak? Does being in the Saber class actually just mean being this tacky? The stabbed girl. How can she be so thin yet so inhumanly strong?
Lance's attack power surpassed ours. She's this powerful even without her master around. If Rin had been here, we would have struggled just to survive for sure.
Feels so good. What a wonderful look you're giving me, human, sweetie. Have you finally come around to respecting my noble lineage? Noble lineage, you say? Yes, you're right. You're third rate when it comes to battle, but as an audience who promptly responds to me well, you're first rate. Are you curious? You're curious, right? You want to know, right? Good call. Well, very well. If you want to know so badly, then I'll tell you. I am, in fact, a dragon girl noble. A supersonic woman endowed with wits and beauty. Everything is good in its season. The blood vocalist, lighted from Janlo's Hegi of the Rolling Thunder, known far and wide across Hungary. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Enough, Lancer. What do you think? Revealing your true name. Don't come crying to me later.
Rin. Now our opponent has gotten even stronger. Saber and I couldn't stand up to Lancer when she was alone. With Rin, now there's no chance of winning. Even running away seems hopeless.
Oops. True names are private matters. When I made a contract with my manager, I was told not to give my name so easily. Not just your true name, or your ability should be kept secret. You didn't blurt out anything else weird, did you? Eh? Anything else? No, I didn't blurt out a thing. I was perfect. Truly in a perfect silence. Or rather, we didn't even have anything on the level of conversation. Crater. She stated that she was Dragon Girl. You just told them everything! You're wrong. It's not my fault. That Piggy Master is simply expert level in leading questions. There's no way that the juggler, Kishinami is that capable. He's fundamentally good-hearted to a fault, after all. Then there's no issue here. If he's really a faulty master, there's nothing to feel over showing them a secret or two. And anyhow, take a look, Rin. He's more strong in the slightest. After just some light dancing, we look all tuckered out. So, we could kill them here and now, no? No, we'd like more sacrifices. Fights to sheep are merely nuisances. We always take care of anyone that tries to leave the far side of the moon. That's our rule, isn't it, Rin?
We were ready to run, but that plan got flipped on its head. After Lancer gives her proposal, Rin Tosaka silently accepts.
Come on. As the queen, you may give the order. First, I'll crush the servant and take them to the torture chamber. I'll pluck the master's limbs off next and lead them to the entrance. After that, I'll capture each of the survivors from that school who comes to help, one by one, and kill them. How wonderful! Just imagining it makes my headache disappear. This is what they call neglect play, right?
What the hell is the servant thinking? Purposefully leaving a defeated enemy alive and using them as live bait to make more victims.
True, we could do that.
This guy's the type that could turn the tables on us at any moment if we let him go. Making a meal before me like those other masters we captured doesn't sound so bad. No way, Rin! I can't believe this. I don't know the details of how she came to be a queen, but still, if even she were to become my enemy, I never believed that her true self would change.
Leave it to me. And first, I'll use my lance to turn this noodle-armed servant into a meat-flavored pie.
Still, it'd be pretty boring. It's just not worth the effort to fight an opponent who's lost this many levels. But Tosaka always acts supplantly and elegantly, but we haven't used it in ages. That's my family's motto. Head back without me, Lancer. These shrimp aren't worth the effort.
Are you serious? Well, this is your castle. If that's what you want, then I'll watch over things for you.
By Rin's command, Lancer left readily. She probably went back to their base. Water break. Ah, water. The quenchiest of quenchers. Plus, there's no doubt about it, Rin saved us in a roundabout way. For whatever reason, she rescued me out of this big pinch.
What's with that look? Something good happened to you? All I said was that I don't bully weaklings. I'm not particularly worried about you or anything. If you come back without learning a thing, I'll squeeze you for all you're worth.
Rin says coldly, turning her head away with a oomph. But at that moment, an intense electric current ran through my left hand. As if being drawn into Rin's chest, my left hand raised itself on its own.
What is it now? You're looking so sad all of a sudden. You're looking so sad all of a sudden. I'm telling you, stop looking at me like that. Didn't I tell you I was a queen? Come to think of it, you need to start calling me queen. Get it? This is all just why Marcy is the queen. I asked them to let you go as an exception because beating you down would be boring. Don't you dare get me wrong. I'm not thinking about you in the slightest. My goodness, it never fails to surprise me. I would have never thought. Even I have to concede in the face of this. This is...
It's here. Is this something? An exceedingly ordinary utterance originating from a chivalrous mind. My left hand throbs without thumb. The technique, program, PR transferred to me rumbles. My eyeballs center on Rin's chest, and I take sight of a thing rooted within her blood vessels. So then, this is... What's with the mood? I don't want to let you go, you know. Why are you all looking at me with such pity? Ouch! Hey, what is this? Out of nowhere, my chest hurts! SG confirmed. That's a form of break the shield for a secret. I knew it. Once I decided that, both my feet kicked off the ground. I dashed off like an arrow, as if my body was my own. Away! Hiya! Yet, I didn't dash towards Rin. I was simply pulled into her. Before I could even comprehend what was happening, my left hand dissolves into Rin's wide-open chest. Secret Garden 1. SG.open. A split second. Within Rin's chest was one of her hidden personal preferences. It raced through the back of my mind like a flash of light.
Ow. What was that just now?
Rin's body starts to fade away. No way. Did I accidentally do lethal damage to her with that touch? But Rin has neither wounds nor is bleeding anywhere.
My offshoot won't hold. I thought my desire, ego, was invincible, but you had a trick up your sleeve to delete it. I expected no less. I despise you, Kishinami. Of course, you would be the biggest obstacle between me and becoming queen.
Well, one thing. Even if you glare at me with maximal resentment, I can't do much about it. Please don't go overestimating me whenever you feel like it.
But the battle starts here. I'm just 1/4 of the whole. A little thing like this doesn't hurt me at all, see?
Just 1/4 of the whole? What on earth is Rin talking about?
A quarter? Perhaps. Ever since we entered the labyrinth, that sign of life I was reading was actually... So it truly was. The sign of life originated from the labyrinth itself, but the idea said it was Rin. If we count back, I think that Rin was one part of her consciousness, discharged from her true self, 1/4 of the labyrinth in volume.
That sign of Miss Tosa goes from the labyrinth. No, first of all, is discharging her mind something she can do on her own? None of you are capable of it, but someone who knows the secret of the moon cell like me can. Listen here, I don't really get why I lost, but I'll surrender this time around. However, the last thing I'll tell you is this. Vanishing here is convenient for me. I'm absolutely not doing it for your sake, got it? Poof. Anyway, signs of this ring have almost disappeared. There are still signs of life from the labyrinth, but not dangerous ones. Also, I have identified Rin's hidden heart from the data Kishinami obtained. The name of the SG-1, her personal preference, is... Wait. Let's leave that knowledge only to Hakano. I'd be more respectful to Miss Tosaka. Well, this one was fairly obvious. A splendidly textbook template. Absolutely. It even riled up the listeners. It was on the level of traditional performing arts. Alas, I cannot fathom your culture at all, everyone. You're found the way you are going. More importantly, Sakura, what does this SG abbreviation stand for? It is short for Secret Garden. This is a name registered in the Moonsense libraries. We will shorten it to SG.
Also, I detected a relatively stable structure beyond the shield. There, it seems you can make a shortcut to allow yourself to directly travel from the cherry blossom tree. This is good enough. Let's take the rest of this search easy. Takano, please head past the shield. After that, return to base. Since we've decided on the next plan, you can take a breather and rest. Then, we'll reconvene in the student council room. Access to the SG menu granted. You can access it from the main menu. Mission clear. Today's end. Return to school. Alright, let us stop for the day. We'll come back after getting some rest, Master. That here's the SG map. The SG menu. Secret Garden, Rinto Saga. And we'll look at that later. I believe it'll prompt us to look at it at the end of the day when we go to sleep. Although you might have seen what the name of her SG was there. Yeah. So here's stairs to the next floor. Will it let us go? I don't think it will. I'm pretty sure. Is there a checkpoint in that area? After creating a shortcut to the old school building, via the checkpoint, please return here. So yeah, we touched this thingy. Checkpoint unlocked. Return to the old school. So yeah, now we can freely come to the end of the first floor at any time. The report can wait until after you rest. Leo left a message. Head back to my room and turn in for the day. What? You want a friendly greeting from me? If you can spew that sort of nonsense, you're already used to this strange state of affairs. This much is more than enough for you. I suggest you use that excess energy of yours to go back to your room and rest already. I'll put it on... Rest already. I'll put it under consideration. It's like, he might be nicer to us in the future. Maybe a little bit. Since the end of day, it's now double evening, evening squared. And so everyone else is asleep and the rooms are locked. Preacher, I've grown tired. Let's go to my room and take a bath. Let's go to my room and get some rest. Get some rest. Yeah. And so yeah, all the NPCs and other characters are gone for the rest of the day. We need to go to sleep. Save same as always. Information matrix, I think. Yeah, we got more on Elizabeth since we bought her. Or we got more on Lancer since we bought her. Ignore what I just said, don't listen to it. Dragon's Daughter and Territory Creation. This servant was turned into a demon by the skill Innocent Monster. She may look like a devil, but her horns and tail are that of a dragon, so her canines aren't vampire fangs, but dragon fangs. Innocent Monster is a skill that twists one's past and state of being based on the image they've gained since their lifetime. Vlad III, who has the same skill, was made out as a monster after his death due to the work of a novelist, but she became seen as such due to her deeds in life. So Vlad III is Dracula, one of the original vampires. Or at least, he was turned into Dracula after his death. Territory Creation, B. Constructs a prison castle that confines girls within. According to the records, the owner of the castle would capture 5 virgins a day, execute 3 to bathe in their blood, and keep 1 as a pet to torture to death. For the last remaining girl, she gave to right to choose, do nothing and be killed, try to escape but be betrayed by the others and killed, be caught by the guards and killed, fall from the castle and have an accidental death, or barely escape with your life and indict the devil, and other such possibilities. Incidentally, the chances of a successful escape are 1 in 10,000. So yeah, Lancer here, not a very nice person. End the day. And then here we go. It'll prompt us to view the SG. SG, overly self-conscious acquired. View now? Yes. Save test to Rin. We'll look at overly self-conscious first, and we'll look at the profile for Rin. Overly self-conscious. Yeah. Rin Tosaka's first SG. Rin herself describes it as queenly behavior, imposed by one's nobility and completely natural for a ruler.
Indeed, its meaning is unclear. Another name for it is templation. It comes from the word template, as in model or standard, and was a popular slang term in 21st century Japan. Humans may, in various moods and circumstances, reject what they like by saying they don't like them, or accept what they hate by saying they don't hate them. The opposite of goodwill isn't ill will, but indifference. To like is the other side of hate. To hate is the other side of like. This kind of dishonesty happens to everyone. It's nothing to be particularly ashamed of. However, there's also cases where those who are prideful behave haughtily to the one they're interested in, engaging in contradictory behavior. But of course, we won't dare say who. This templation shifts from my mind not being very honest to, wait, aren't we enemies already? And we get a condition oddly specific to girls. Their prideful act is called sunsun, and when the dependency reaches critical, they turn dere. In other words, the completion of a tsundere. But of course, we wouldn't dare say who. Templation is fated to disappear when love is fulfilled, so it could be called a bittersweet SG. A certain priest said this: when she confesses to her love and is fulfilled, she is soon, or anything, no longer, only a despicable, impure being. Unfortunately, all that lies past graduation from this SG is becoming an idiotic couple so wrapped up in their love they don't even notice that people are watching. If you're a well-meaning third party, you'll probably have your own thoughts on it, but please, your own thoughts of it, but please kindly watch over them. So yeah, she starts out being a bit defiant, but then she becomes super lovey-dovey once you actually get together. Profile. So yeah, with this, we have a bunch of different info, and we can press the X button or whatever, and we get some voice lines. Name, Rinto Saka. Rinto Saka, I'm fairly well known as a spiritual hacker. Okay, we gotta press up and down. Yeah. Height, 159 centimeters. 159 centimeters. In the real world, I'd be a bit on the tall side. But here, I'm perfectly average. So yeah, it seems either all the avatars use like a default height, or she modified her height, or everyone else is just tall. Birthday, February 4th. February 4th. When was the last time I even celebrated my birthday anyway? How do you spend your free time? I try for physical and mental relaxation. Physical and mental relaxation. If you don't let yourself rest, you'll fall at a critical moment. So it's like a magazine interview. We withdrew from the Sakura labyrinth and returned to my room. So yeah, then after you close out the SG menu, then it goes right into cutscene. I extracted Rin's hidden SG. We drove Rin back, but she vanished like a phantom. It looks like it took more energy than I expected to search its unfamiliar labyrinth. The moment I laid down, a rapid sleep fell over me. Saber let out a long sigh, too, as if breathing out the fatigue. Wait, could it be that Saber feels sad rather than tired? Pardon me, Master. Since my power does not recover, I brought us into such a perilous predicament. I am twofold frustrated. If we were our previous selves, we would have handily sweated away. We would have handily sweated away such a servant. I said this frankly. No, I also feel frustrated. Being helpless against Lancer wasn't Saber's fault. It was because Hakuno Kishinami as the Master, Hakuno Kishinami as the Master couldn't provide enough backup and direction. I scold myself. Before I get my memories back, I need to retrain my body. And there's also what Rin said. If I leave Hakuno Kishinami, he'll turn the tables before I know it. I wonder about being overestimated, but to turn her words into truth, Saber and I need to gather more experience. To experience, once more, thoroughly. Yes, that does not sound bad. Rather, it sounds good. Memory aside, I previously was peeved about requiring our skills from scratch. Now I have changed my mind. From now on, be diligent in training with me. If we are together, we can strive to flourish more grandly than before. This is good. Saber is acting lively again. Even if my memories are hazy, seeing her be down hurts me. As a master, although it's imperative that I get my abilities back, bringing back my forgotten memories is still also important. If my memories are also mine concealed apart, we could work things out quickly to take the shape of an SG like with Rin.
SG, huh? You will likely not produce such a thing, for you see, you are poor of secrecy.
I have no secrets. Since I can't even remember those secrets, it sounds pretty obvious. Then, is it the same for Saber?
Of course not. I am not the secrets. Half of my life was a struggle for power, mixing secret plots with lust. To you, no. Because it is you, there is much I cannot say. A secret is the maiden's weakness, frightened by love. If you're a proper man, know this. Well, honestly, I have but 3 of them. Whether I divulge them or not depends on this adventure. I look forward to it, Praetor.
Even Saber has an SG. Really, that might be more correct to say had. I wonder how much about Saber my past self knew. I need to confirm them again through this battle. Access to Saber's SG granted. You may view it from the SG menu. To draw out your servant's SG, it's essential to develop your relationship. In my room, be active in developing a relationship with your servant. So yeah, talk with your servant regularly, like at least once per floor. And you'll have like ... show up in the talk with Saber thing. That shows that yes, there is an actual conversation here. And then there are also some special like side events that you need to do. And then yeah, doing all that will give you the SGs for your servant throughout the story. And each servant gets their SGs at different points in the story, but it's pretty much the same as the information levels from Fate Extra, where you get level 1, level 2, level 3, and EX. Except from this, it's just 1, 2, and 3. There is no EX. Once you get to 3, you're done. But anyways, we'll save. Yeah, we'll save here, my room. And that'll be it for today. It's been a while, but I hope you all enjoyed. Next time, we'll go to floor 2 of the labyrinth, and we'll talk to the student council and go to floor 2. And we'll get more of Rin's secrets, and try not to die from Lancer. Anyways, I hope you all enjoy. Thanks for watching. See you all next time. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a wonderful day. And bye-bye. See ya.